I am the nation. I was born on July 4th, 1776, and the Declaration of Independence is my birth certificate. The bloodlines of the world run in my veins because I offered freedom to the oppressed. I'm many things and many people. I'm 200 million living souls and the ghost of millions who have lived and died for me. I'm Nathan Hale and Paul Revere. I stood at Lexington and fired the shot heard round the world. I'm Washington, Jefferson, Patrick Henry. I'm John Paul Jones, the Green Mountain Boys, and Davy Crockett. I'm Lee, Grant, and Abe Lincoln. I'm more than 3 million farms. I'm forest, field, mountain, and desert. I'm quiet villages, and I'm cities that never sleep. You can look at me and see Ben Franklin walking down the streets of Philadelphia with his bread loaf under his arm. You can see Betsy Ross with her needle. You can see the lights of Christmas and hear the strains of Auld Lang Syne as the calendar turns again.
Hey, buddy. What's up? I just lay down.
Hey, G. No time for pleasantries. We have a code 911. This is not a drill.
Wait, what'd you say?
We have a code 911. This is not a drill.
Fuck. Alright, give me the spread.
You remember Corey? My sister's husband who works for the sheriff's office?
Yeah, keep it going.
Well, they just got word that the city 40 miles up is being burned to the ground, thanks to a massive group of armed individuals going on a rampage.
Wait, seriously? Do we have any details?
Not much. Jackson's in the truck with me, and I have him scanning through X right now to see what kind of information we can gather from the social media posts. Hard to tell, but one post looks like we saw the police station on fire with a few dozen men wearing body armor, military threads, and green headbands with gold markings on the front, most of them holding AK-47s.
Holy shit. Anything else?
Yeah, G. They're hanging bodies off of buildings and bridges.
Oh, it's like that. I'd say that's the line crossed.
Yeah, well, looks like the sheriff agrees. He just put out a call to arms to the entire town, plus the counties of Brown and Seagraves. He's mustered up his department, local PD, the jail, and the militia, with Command HQ being ran down the road of the power station and the new fire department.
Dude, this is some fucking Red Dawn shit. What's the play? Do we have, like, orders or something?
More or less. Sheriff, PD, and the jail are shutting down the highway 5 miles outside of town, setting up roadblocks and forming blockades. Firefighters are manning ambulances about 1 mile back from that.
Alright, where do we come in?
Boss wants the militia to split into 2 groups, shutting down the old Cotton Road and Country Road 66.
Copy that. So where are we going to link up with Charlie at?
Actually, there's been a change from our standard game plan. Bravo Group from Seagraves is just a few miles out from Country Road 66, thanks to a training event they were all attending. So we're going to meet up with them at the John Deere house and set up a roadblock there using some harvesters.
Man, Bravo's a bunch of fucking CQB nerds running around with 10.5-inch ARs and 0 cans. I don't want to stand next to fucking Timmy and get slapped in the face with a gas coming off his comp. This sucks. Can I change teams?
Yeah. That's why they are going to be manning the blockade while we provide them some overwatch and forward observation.
Understood. So more walking, more magnification. There's no water streams up that way, so...
Water should still be running at that John Deere house, as long as that power station stays on, so we can resupply there. Go ahead and grab an extra water container or 2.
Alright, Mom.
Hey, just thinking out loud here.
Yeah, my bad. Just grouchy they didn't do this shit on a work day, you know?
Tell me about it. Hey, do you still have that thermal clip-on Athlon that's letting you test out?
Does a bear shit in the woods?
Fair enough. Lamar and Lewis should make it down there about the same time as us. Since James and his wife just had a baby, them and the rest of the families are planning to gather at the ranch. Him, along with my 2 oldest sons, will lock down that area and send word if they start to see any unusual movements.
Perfect. My wife and kids are at their mother's for the holidays, so I'll text her so she can do the same.
Sarah already called all the ladies, so she should be heading that way as we speak.
Copy that. I'll check in with her once we link up. Do we have a comms plan?
Yes. Status updates are scheduled with HQ every hour. services seem to be spotty as hell with all the chaos unfolding, but the signal app seems to be holding up. Currently, we are using it as our primary source of communications, but radio comms are secondary just in case. I got the frequencies on hand and will give them to you face to face. We will stick to our normal channels for talks between us and Bravo.
Speaking of Bravo team, how's their supplies looking? If they just finished the training, they may be black on ammo and low on sustainment.
My thoughts as well, G. Jackson and I loaded up two 50 cal cans of 5.56 in the bed of the truck, along with a crate full of water and MREs for them to load up on.
Chili Mac?
There ain't no fucking way I'm giving Bravo Group my chili mac. I've been saving a box full of veggie lasagna now for 3 years for just such an occasion.
Doing them dirty, Haas. Well, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose.
Indeed. One last thing. With our adversaries being unknown and looking to be supporting military equipment, we are going to assume they are near peer. Avoid using any lasers for the time being until we can confirm their capabilities.
Roger that. Passive aiming and old school ranging. My favorite.
You about done? We're about to round the corner.
Hey, I'm waiting on you two. Oh, by the way, can Jackson hear me?
Yeah?
I call Shotty. Hop in the back.